way, the truth, the light. Oh, Jesus is the way, the truth, the life. Oh, hey, hi. How you doing? This is Mind Talker Thomas with the Mind Talker Show. Thank you so much for joining me today. Just another beautiful day of love, peace, hope, and happiness. My co-host here, Fitz, he wants to say hi and do his little dance. Hey, I do my little dance. I do my little dance. You don't want to do your dance? Okay, he doesn't want to do his dance. You gotta sit down here. Anymore. He loves it. He loves it. So looks like Chuck Norris is in his 80s and he's trying to get you to buy some green juice, and I think you should do it. You know, if you're like me, we all like that green juice. Kind of tastes like apples, and apparently it'll keep you really energized. So you get a chance, buy some Chuck Norris juice. It's called Morning Kick. I don't know. I think it's called something other than that. I don't want to watch the ad again. I've watched it a lot and I love it. I just think you ought to buy it. I think you ought to go and buy that juice, Chuck Norris juice. Then let's see. We've got other things going on here on the telly. I should probably report news to you. Jeffrey Dahmer, complete Inside Edition interview with Nancy Glass. 10 circus freaks that actually existed. A monster almost got away. Oh, that sounds good. Am I free to leave? Ooh, there's a good one. Let's see if we can watch The Monster Who Almost Got Away. That sounds really good. They're going to get him. No. That's not catnip. That's for me. That's for Daddy. What are you doing? You want to be part of the show, don't you? Don't you, Fitz? You want to be part of the show? Yeah. You good kitty. All right. So, like I said, this is Mind Talker Thomas. Thank you for joining me. I just need to point out this show is an act, total act. So if at any point you hear anything that has to do with anything that goes against community guidelines for YouTube, Facebook, or anything, we're not going against community guidelines. We're maintaining a safe, clean, and happy environment here. And we mean no ill will towards anybody. No terrorist suggestion, no physical assaulting, no verbal assaulting, nothing towards anybody. I just need to make that really clear because I'm schizoaffective and sometimes the show gets a little bizarre. You know, all I can say is if you can't roll with the bizarre, then please don't be contacting YouTube or Facebook and saying, oh, you know, that Mind Talker Thomas guy, he's telling us to go do bad things, or, you know, just frankly, you should know what you need to do already in life. It's not bad in the first place. You should know what good things you should do, you know. And do I need to make a list for you? Do I, a grown adult, 45 years old, really need to make a list for you so that you would be aware that this show is not about verbal assault? So that having been said, we're all cheerio, we're all cheery-eyed, we're not cynical, not medicated to the point of pure abnormality, just happy-go-lucky. Every moment of my life, just a happy-go-lucky situation. My cat knows that I know it. Just slept till about 5 o'clock in the evening just now. Took meds around noon. I think there's a reason my vitamin D is going down. I'm not going outside as much. Even got me a tent out there. I thought I'd buy a tent, put it in my backyard for kicks, go out there, lay down, sleep. But funny thing, I thought I'd do that to help with my sleep. The very day I did that, all of a sudden I could sleep in here a lot better. Anyway. Yeah, so trying to remember what this show was really about when I first started it, because I had a friend of mine who he helped us figure it out. But now I'm kind of like, gosh, what is it all about? Are we really going to watch this A Monster Almost Got Away video? It's 2 hours and 18 minutes long and 56 seconds. Like, but I like the idea because they caught this guy, it looks like, for something that only a monster would do. And I don't know about you, but I'm all into catching monsters. So let's see if they can catch this monster. I'm pretty sure they did. It just takes them a while, but they did. I don't know what he did, but they're going to talk about what he did in the video. So I'm going to set it up so you can watch it with me. And hopefully have a pretty good eyes on of it, you know. So if you're into criminology, like I am from time to time, studying the criminals, with the law, let's watch this together, shall we? Yeah, you can see the screen, I think. Go ahead and turn this on. Thank you, Fitz. You're such a good cat.
Do not buy solar panels if you live in one of these 11 states of America. It's the worst decision you could make for your...
Hi, what did you say your name was again? I'm going to take a little video. Yeah, how'd you get here? Oh, what's his name? Okay, when did he bring you here? Right now? Okay. Does he have a car? What kind of car does he have?
And it has a name on it.
Welcome to AMC Investigations, where we bring you very little fluff and a library of interrogations, many in which you've likely never seen before, and many more on the way. If you are a fan of consistent content, check out our uploads. Make sure you're subscribed if you like what you see. Interrogate that like button if you want to see more. It is free, and it really does help us continue to bring you content. We will be putting a lot of extras on our Patreon, so if you're into more of a deep dive in these cases, come and check it out. The link is in the description below. Okay, enough rambling. Let's get into it. On June 22nd, 2016, in Bemidji, Minnesota, the home of 35-year-old Melissa Norby was ablaze. Her remains were found in the debris, and her hands were bound with electrical tape. At the time the fire took place, Melissa was babysitting a child, a 5-year-old little girl, who I will not name. The little girl's remains were not found in the fire. There were clear signs of arson, and the person who committed this crime not only murdered Melissa, but also likely kidnapped the little girl she was babysitting. Time is of the essence, and as detectives investigated, they learned that Melissa was having a secret relationship with 32-year-old Jacob Kim. Now, police were very familiar with Kim. He is a registered SO and had prior convictions concerning children. Detectives located Jacob, and he willingly came in for questioning. There is no moment of silence for the victim in this case. Stay to the end for the conclusion and to see why. This is the interrogation of Jacob Kim.
Jay, this is Chad with Jay. He's also the VCA. Good, over Good. Appreciate you coming in. Your troop probation officer tell you what's going on? And
well, I already knew there's a couple of sheriffs at my food stand today, so
okay.
They mentioned what was going on.
What did they say?
Just that there was a missing girl.
Okay.
I didn't go into detail, but
okay. Well, here's the deal. We get missing kids. Guess who the first people we talk to?
us.
Yeah.
I already knew that. I figured, but.
And that's why you're here.
Yeah.
We're talking to anybody that's registered that has any connection with kids. When you get a kid missing, who do you look at? Well, you look at parents, and and work out from there. So again, we appreciate you coming in on this late hour. Sorry. It's Jake.
Jacob.
Yeah. Okay.
What time we got?
JACK.
JACOB.
Middle name is,
William.
I know we have this, but
I would think so.
it's
71383.
1383. And your address again?
16. Northeast. What is it?
And I know we have your cell phone, but what?
2. 6.
Alright, you came into the police department, we're inside the interview room, we got 2 officers talking to you, one of you, you're not under arrest, do you understand that? Are you here voluntarily? You voluntarily came in to
Yes.
talk to us today?
Yes.
Okay, I am recording it, so there's accurate reflection of what we talked about today.
And Jake, if there's any part that you don't want to talk to us, walk right out the door and walk through the double doors just like you came in. And
It's fine.
Okay.
My name is Keyshawn. I've been using Kickoff for about 8 months now. My credit score went up about 150 points. Kickoff was the fastest way to build credit. Now that I don't have to worry about my credit, I can do what I like to do. Once I realized I had a responsibility to take care of my wife and now my child, I gotta do something. Credit was 400. I didn't even know credit could go that low. Kickoff helps your credit score by adding a new credit account with no credit check.
Last 48 hours.
Oh, let's see.
Let's start with, let's go backwards instead of starting 2 days from now, let's start backwards. So you came from, where did you just come from?
Oh, you mean start from right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I find it easier people to, instead of thinking back, okay, what did I do 2 days ago? To work their way backwards.
Well, I was fishing up north.
Okay. Fishing where?
Clear Lake.
Clear Lake. Were you fishing with anybody?
No.
Okay. Where's Clear Lake?
Just north of North Home by, close to this spot.
Yeah. All right. Catch anything?
No, no wish.
Where are you fishing for?
Bass.
Okay. What time did you go fishing?
About a little after 7, I think.
7 tonight? Okay. So from 7 till, a little while ago, you're out fishing?
Yeah.
Prior to going fishing, sounds like you might have been at work or?
Well, actually, I went home for maybe half hour to an hour,
Okay.
and then the rain let up, so I decided to go fishing.
Okay.
But yeah, prior to that, I was at work, at my food stand.
And that's at Jake's Eats?
Yep.
Okay. What time did you start work at?
I got there this morning about between 10 and 10:30.
Where is the food stand at?
And Tabor's favorite.
Tabor's. Now, when you're at your food truck, you stay there till what time?
It was between 5:30 and 6, I think.
Okay.
Because the water called up, 3 or 4 inches, so really nobody's gonna walk up there. Unless
All right. You said at some point during your day, deputies came there to eat or something, or what did they tell you?
They just said he asked what was on the menu that was fast to make.
Okay.
And I said anything but the kebabs. And he's like, all right, give me a couple of brats and waters and then he's like, I got a missing girl, it's gonna be a long night, and that was it.
Okay. Do you work with anybody? You work alone?
I would go.
Okay. Do you know, the missing girl's name is, do you know her?
No.
Do you know her mom is Amanda?
No.
About her dad, Scott?
No.
No family connection to,
So then before work this morning, you, are at home?
Actually, before work, I stopped at Lucan's to buy groceries for the truck. That was between 9:30 and 10, I'm guessing.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in here. I've been answering some things on Facebook, but so far it looks like obviously this guy has done whatever they're trying to question him about. The only reason I kind of think of that is because he's really slow in what he's talking about and doesn't really act like he wants to talk about whatever they're asking him to talk about. You know, he's just really like, that's the only thing I'm getting. And I'm not really totally following exactly what he's trying to tell him. That's the other thing. That's the general clue in when people are lying to you, when you just generally don't know what they're talking about at all, and any semblance of the word. So let's get back to it.
Before that, I stopped at my parents to pick up my dishes. And before that, I was at home. I think I left home about 8 o'clock this morning.
When do you wake up today?
About 7:30.
all right. Do you live with anybody?
No.
A girlfriend?
No.
Anybody at your house during the
No,
night?
I don't live with anybody.
And
What time did you go to bed last night?
10:30, but
Okay. Talk about last evening.
yesterday I got home probably about 9:30, between 9:30 and 9:45. I was cleaning the fish. I went fishing between 7:30 and 7 and 8 last night here at 3 Island. So I just hauled up to my food stand to clean it, and then cleaned up my food stand and went home.
Okay.
Before that, I was working. Well, before that, I stopped at home to pick up my rod and fishing stuff. And then before that, I was working
do you fish from shore on a boat?
from shore.
For sure. Okay. So you worked 5:36, went home, got your rod, came back, fished at 3 Island, went back to your food stand, cleaned it, went home, came home by 9:30.
Yeah, and I worked from, I think I got to my food stand about 9:30 yesterday morning, approximately.
You serve lunch and dinner, lunch and
Lunch, well, normally, the night before, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, I'm trying to be open till 9, unless it's, downpour out. Tuesday, I just went in because I was bored, so I worked, 6-7 hours. But yeah, I try to open now. I wasn't going to open till noon, but I started opening at 11:30 because that's when people start stopping. So, but yeah, it's the usual time I get there is 9:30. Then the night before that, I didn't leave until probably 20 after 9. Got home about 10:15 because I stopped at my parents to drop off my dirty dishes. So my mom, she washes them for me, whatever I was left
From your
over at the end of
business?
it, yeah. Whatever I had left over at the end of the night. Lauren and Terry Ken. Lauren and Terry Ken.
carry.
That's fantastic.
Grandpa, when I found the bird, I prayed. God, you made this poor little cry, so maybe you could help him out.
What is the meaning, Sarah? Then,
Then I saw God standing on the other side of the lake.
I always thought that you were kind of special.
You see him?
Who?
God.
You saw God and then brought a dead bird back to life.
No, I didn't. God did.
Where'd you get this?
I drew it when I came home tonight.
You drew this?
It just sounds like she has a healthy imagination to me.
She would never outright lie. My cat died last week. I was wondering if you could stop by and bring it back to life.
Mom, it really was good.
Sir, do you think you can help me walk again? I don't know. Could you say a prayer for me?
So, tell me what this medical emergency is all about.
I moved my toes this morning.
I can't explain what happened in there. Severed nerves and spinal cord can't regenerate.
Mom? I thought he was never supposed to walk again.
He wasn't.
It was Sarah.
It's not a healthy affair. Other people pretend that you're actually having conversations with God.
I'm not pretending.
Where do they live? Garden. Their address are doing it in Garden Lane and something that I won't look at. So that's all out the window, you know. But it's having hearts too. They'd be having heart.
Yeah. All right.
But the day before, the 2 days ago, then I didn't leave till 9:15, 9:20. I think I got there about 9:30. Kind of same deal, except for I went to Walmart that morning, and I left my house about what day was that? Monday. Yeah, I was at 6:45 that morning actually.
On Monday?
Yeah, because I had towed my food truck home Sunday morning because my kids were going to help me clean it, but then we ended up going to the beach and fishing that day for Father's Day. And so then I towed my food truck home that Father's Day morning. And so I towed it back up to Tabor's Bay early in the morning that morning. And then there was somebody parked in my spot, so I had to wait around until about 7:30 until they came back and moved their truck. And then I ran back to my parents and then to Walmart and then back to my food truck.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you move your food truck around, or is it
Monday, no.
maybe? Okay.
It's only at Tabor's. I just haul it home one time. Just don't get clean it at home instead of cleaning it there.
All right. Okay. Did you? I think I got it all. So Tuesday, if you want to help me, was it 21st?
Yeah.
You're up. At that time, you're up at 6 in the morning.
No, it was at Monday.
That was Monday.
Yeah.
You get up
I left my house about 7:30.
7:30.
And yesterday about 7:30.
Okay. You get
Give or take.
to work it was at 9:30, I think, on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Worked till about 5:30 or 6. You went home, got your fishing rod. You fished from about 7 to 8 at 3 Island. You caught a fish, cleaned it at your business, went home, went to bed at 9:30, or home at 9:30, went to bed at 10 or 11. Woke up, would be the 22nd.
7:30.
Yeah, you left home at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Went to your parents, got dishes. Went to Lucan's, 9:30, 10, bought groceries for the truck. You opened for the day. Worked till 5:36. Went home. Went fishing. That brings us into
Where we are now.
Yeah.
Sound accurate?
Yeah.
You're on probation, right?
Yeah.
Can you drink?
No.
So, alcohol wouldn't affect your time or memory or anything like that,
No.
correct? I mean, you're pretty sure on your time frame?
I'm positive of my time.
Okay, great.
Except for on the 21st, he missed going to Walmart.
Okay, I was taking notes, I remember here from Walmart. When was it? It's recorded, so I don't.
Before the food truck. Yeah,
Food truck.
yeah, that was sometime between 8 and 10.
All right.
A little after 9, I guess.
You've seen the reports of this missing girl? Have you seen?
I haven't seen any reports.
Okay.
I heard about from them, and then my ex brought it up because her boyfriend works for the fire department. But,
Yeah, did you hear about the fire?
yeah.
Okay.
I do know that they actually.
Okay.
I haven't talked to her in like 6 or 8 months, but she worked at Anderson Fabrics
Okay,
before, so.
and that's how you know her?
Yep.
And what's her name?
Melissa Norman.
Okay.
If that's right.
Yeah, that's why I was asking you. Right, when you said lady, I didn't know who you're talking about, so.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you worked with her at Anderson?
Anderson Fabrics.
Okay.
Yeah,
When was the last time that you've seen her?
like 6 or 8 months ago.
Oh, so it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Do you have any way to get a hold of her, or?
No. I'll my phone number.
Okay. Okay. What else? Do you know if casually through work or knew of her? Do you know of her?
Newer casually. I stopped at her house once because a mutual friend left a chair there that she didn't want. And he said I could have it, but then I didn't want it either. So
Was that the house at Hillcrest?
yeah. Okay. That was like a year and a half ago. I stopped there. So.
I mean, she's also a focus of the investigation. You know, there was a fire. You know, there was a body found. We don't know what happened. Okay. But and we also have a missing kid. So how is this all connected? So we're trying to figure out. Anytime we have a missing kid, again, you guys are the first person that we is it fire? Until we know, we're out.
Yeah, it's a little annoying, but I understand that.
Yeah, and I appreciate you again coming in. So far, Chad and I work for the BCA. We are working with Beltrami County. There's not a lot on Melissa as far as friends that we're finding. Who did she hang out with at work?
She didn't really hang out with anyways. There was a few people she talked to off and on. Trying to think of her name. Yeah, there's one, her name's Carmen. I don't know anybody's last names, but that she talked to at work quite a bit. And then,
Do you know if Carmen still works up there? Carmen, a man or a woman?
There's another one. She quit there a while ago, actually. But
That's kind of what we're getting. Not a lot of, close friends, you know.
yeah.
Um,
Well, she was a little odd. I mean, but a lot of people up there are, so
like on how?
just the way she talked and, like the first time I met her, she came up and she started talking to me and then she started shooting rubber bands at me and a couple other people and just, more kiddish stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of, just threw me off from really wanting to talk to her. I mean, I talked to her.
Ever wonder what the Experian app can do? The benefits are all around you. See your FICO score for free. Raise it instantly before your next big purchase. Find a new credit card that matches your life.
Shoot rubber bands?
Quite a bit, actually.
Okay. Did she ever talk about men in her life with you?
Not to me.
Do you know over here, I think?
Actually, I take that back. She talked about she was dating a distant relative of mine, Rob Hawkins. And, you know, like 30th cousins or something. I don't know. And they were going to get married like a year and a half ago. And actually, I heard about this from Carmen and then from everybody else. And then, you know, the next day they weren't going to get married and so on and so forth. But they lived together for like 5 years or something. So that's really about it. I mean, she had a crush on me for a while, but she had a crush on, you know, more than a few guys there. Anyways,
She dated anybody there?
not that I know of, no.
You dated her at all?
No.
How come?
I was dating somebody else and I didn't like her like that.
Alright. Did she ever talk about her ex-husband?
I didn't know she was married before. Okay.
Or the father of her kid?
Oh. Not
Or
that.
like, you know, sometimes like bitch about him, you know, anything like that.
Not to me, no.
Okay. All right, when we say like contact, like in person, you ever talk to her on the phone? She ever call you, try to date you again, send you messages, anything like that?
Date me again.
Well, or try to, not, you didn't date her, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. We did talk a few times on the phone, you know, like a couple of years ago.
Well, nothing, anything recent.
No. No, nothing recent, so.
All right, so you last saw her 6 to 8 months ago, and
Well, I've seen her, you know, like around town, but I haven't talked to her, had any contact with her in the last 8 months.
okay.
Does she have your cell phone number?
I don't think so, but she might.
Okay. Besides the number that you gave Paul, do you have other numbers?
Do what?
You have other cell phone numbers or other, do you have a landline at home?
No, I don't have landline or TV or anything.
Okay, so the only number that you have is the number you gave Paul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything you told us is the truth.
Hmm?
Everything you told us is the truth. You're not, okay. Your whereabouts, anything like that.
My whereabouts are exactly what I told you.
How do you get to this Clear Lake?
Go up to North Home. You go up 71, to get to North Home.
Yep.
Take a right. At North, or you know, to go into North Home, you can drive through it until you get to, I believe it's the road that goes, the Minnesota Road. There's another town, I forget what it's called, it starts with a G. Anyways, it's down there a little bit, but I was, trying to think of which road it is. Not good with directions. Anyways, it's probably maybe 20, 15 miles down there, so I'm not good with that, but then I just go on through, there's a resort there, so I go stand on the dock. Which resort is that? I don't know the name of it.
Okay, notice how his arms are crossed, very defensive posture.
You know, pay attention.
They let you come in there, they're okay with that? You've been doing that quite a bit.
Well, I've done it before.
Is it the first time this year, or you been up there
It
before?
was my first time.
This year.
Here's the deal, Jay. We have to ask these questions, okay? We got a missing kid, all right, where are we gonna go? You know, we could sit in the office and do nothing, or we can go and talk to people. Our bosses, you look at the list, all right, who's got issue dealing with kids? All right, let's find out where they were, what they did. we're asking you these questions. Chad and I can go back, stand before the group. You know what? Jacob gave us this. He was here, and we don't want any window of doubt. So we can stand up to it. He's done, cross him off the list. Trust me, other sex offenders are getting knocked on the door.
Actually, apparently you guys were at my door, but I was home.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, 20 of us?
Well, at least. Yeah, it's news to us that somebody's at your door, so.
All these things are updates from all the investigators that are working this. If your name was on the list, guys were going out checking. It happens.
Boy, that's fine with me. I mean,
Well, we appreciate you coming in too.
Some problems with the video there.
Any issues with your probation
Like the
officer?
video's really lagged a little bit.
what kind of issues?
I mean, you're good. You're not in trouble with her at all.
No.
You don't have to be home at certain hours, that kind of stuff.
I mean, I just have to sleep at home, but otherwise, no, it's
Whenever you get in, you're good.
it's pretty open. So.
I'm trying to think, I don't know.
I just want to explore this resort thing a little bit, I just, who can put you there tonight? Is there somebody there that, saw you there, the resort owner?
I talked to my ex on the phone.
Okay,
I mean, she knew I was out fishing out there.
who's that?
A man, Kim. She's gonna get a little pissed if you call her this
We're not gonna call it tonight, we'll follow up with her tomorrow.
She owns a mental health home, so,
Where's she, where's that at?
in 9-1.
What's her phone number?
20.
Yeah.
Fitz is watching too. He's watching.
117.
She talked to her tonight?
Yep.
What time do you think that was?
Oh, I talked to her a few times, actually. I talked to her. She called me on my way back here, asked how the fishing was going, or how the fishing went, I guess. And I talked to her about 7 or 8 o'clock or something like that. So I was going fishing, talking about other stuff, so.
You guys have a pretty good relationship.
Yeah.
You guys have kids together?
4 kids,
4 kids.
Yeah.
And they stay with her most of the time?
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah, supervisors and stuff, I mean, weeks.
Okay. Is that part of your probation? You can't do all that? Okay. So you're at this resort that you don't know the name of. Can you describe it to us? Kind of help us out a little bit with that?
Just a resort. It's,
Log-sided, dark painted, any description.
believe the cabins are usually what I see in there outside. Okay. I mean, if I see a map, I can point you right to it, but it's.
Well, let's pull up on the phone here.
So maybe I think it might even be named Clear Lake Resort. I mean, not positive.
We'll find it here in that. Maybe.
Can't believe you guys get reception over
Number here. Hold up.
Oh, nice. Tux. Thank you. Wow. It's a rental, right?
What kind of phone do you have? Verizon?
Well, yeah, it's Verizon, it's just,
Work, better for you. These are his Verizon phones.
oh, I don't get any bars in here. I don't have the internet either, so. And it definitely wouldn't pull up a map if I could.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the map here if it's working. I want to drive there, I just want to look at the map. There we go. So, help me out with the resort the best you can. What did you see as far as, where did you park? Was there other vehicles there?
There's a couple other vehicles. Can't really explain in detail. I didn't, I don't really pay attention that much. I'll get my stuff and go out there.
How many docks are there? Yeah, maybe I thought I could get it to load here, but no troubles.
There's gotta be Colson. That Northville, is that Itasca or is that St. Louis County?
It's attached.
Is it?
I think, yeah, it's attached.
Okay. Right in Beach.
It was, well, it's right on the corner. It's
of all of them. Do you know which Lake is? County or?
I don't know which one it is.
Alright, maybe they don't have them handy. Alright.
They might go from a computer a lot better when you do it with this stupid phone.
Alright,
So they're talking about the docks again?
there's a few docks, but they're not like right butted up beside each other like that park here.
You just fish out of the shore and
Yeah, I have a boat, but I need to get it fixed up, so it's, and I can use my dad's boat too, but, just going by myself for an hour or two, it's pointless.
we're anxious to do that.
Well, and I can, you have to tow it, wherever, but I can catch just many fish offshore, so.
How'd you find this place up in Clear Lake?
I'm from Metheny.
Oh,
We just go fishing all over the place.
gotcha.
I like to go up to Button Box Campground.
Okay.
It's another long lake, so, the campground's Button Box, really get the bass fishing up there. I haven't been up there for like 2 years. And we go to Lake Julia around here, or, it's down pretty often. And Tree Island we go to, we take the kids to almost every weekend in the summer. Because then they can fish and swim.
Yeah.
We never go to Lake Bemidji. But, and then there's Dora Lake. I go to once in a great while. Dora Lake.
Where's that at?
In the town of Dora Lake. It's between
They're upstairs or? I think there's Skippy's office.
It's between Black Duck and Big Fork.
Okay.
Between Transfield and Elder Road, things on 14. I'm not sure.
Okay. This, Melissa, did you ever have sex with her?
No.
Never? Even years ago?
No.
Okay.
Well, I met her like 2 years ago, but no.
Did she ever want to have sex with you? Did she tell you that?
No.
Did she send you text messages or tell anybody or?
She texted furry stuff, but I don't recall her ever saying she wanted to have sex with me, so.
Okay, and what were they? Furry stuff, if you can describe.
Just, hey, how's it going, sexy, stuff like that. For the most part, I just kind of ignored it, because she was, wanted about stuff like that, I guess. Just, say what she thought all the time. So she'd say stuff and I just, okay. But other than that, it was, just stuff like that.
And when was the last time you got a text message from her?
Like 6 or 8 months ago.
Okay. Do you have her number on your phone?
No, I think so.
Okay.
Not sure if that's true or not. But
It could be a different Melissa even.
it could be
3765. Do you have that? What do you have down there?
no.
No. Okay.
But I know a couple of Mel's.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that's true or not. I don't talk to a lot of people on the phone, most of just family, so.
Besides the work truck or the food truck, do you do other types of work, or is that pretty much your full-time gig?
Not now. It's my full-time gig between prepping the food and
Been able to get
working the truck. It's
been able to get it so to just paying itself and
it's I've only been doing it for a week.
a week.
Yeah, a week.
Oh, literally a week.
Literally a week. Before that, I worked at Anderson's till the middle of last month. And I messed up my knee and messed up my back. Well, I was going to quit there anyways. But I messed those up. And financing for my food truck got pushed back a few weeks. So I didn't actually get it till it was earlier this month anyways. Here what day. But then the day I pulled it home and I hauled it up to get it, the MBH, all that done, get it inspected and licensed. Then on my way home that day, I think it was almost exactly 24 hours. I got pulled over by the DOT and got 1 ticket and 10 warnings, so I spent quite a while getting all that fixed. And then I spent about 2 or 3 days building a buffer box for my generator, which I am not even needing. That's why I like being set up at Tabor's, just so I can just plug in and listen to it there. So, but
a lot of regulations to figure out, isn't there?
For
Food and DOT and
the food stuff, no, there's not a lot of regulations, just licenses. I had to get licensed through the city of Bemidji and MBH, and that was about it, because I don't need any food manager's licenses or anything like that for a food truck. Okay, a restaurant you do, but not for the food truck. It's pretty lenient apparently. So, and I ran my parents' assisted living for a number of years. So I ran all the kitchen stuff. I mean, you have to have all NSF equipment and stuff, but that's about the only regulation there. So, and the fire suppression and whatnot. So,
who is Chase? Chase?
Chase.
I don't know. His name has come up as a guy that she knew.
Well, I don't know.
Chase? Do you go by the name Chase at all?
Sure.
Do you go by the name of Chance?
No.
Just Jake.
Jake. I don't know any chances of Chase.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew the problem is we're getting so much information coming in and some of it's probably inaccurate. So, maybe we can kind of sort out what's accurate and what's not. It's kind of messy. Alright, so.
Meet the credit building app everyone's talking about. Kickoff can help you boost your credit score.
Okay, now so far I'm having difficulty paying attention because they're really not getting very far with this guy. But then again, the video is about how they barely caught him. So it's only 50 minutes in, but they're going to catch him before the 2-hour limit, I guess. So let's check this out some more. I hope you're enjoying it. He's going to be caught. They're going to catch him. They're going to catch him.
By more than 50 points in just months.
All right, it took a while. All right, Clear Lakes.
Yep.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So here's North Ole Miss Gimel. There's a Clear Lake right there. That's the one. Okay. There's another Clear Lake, but we didn't get it blow out. This is the one that's in Puget County.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's the Gamble one. It's a ways farther. Okay. The one up by Gamble. Okay.
Here's a close-up of that. So here's Gemmel right here in the corner.
Yeah.
Throw an X on where you're fishing.
It'd be I can't even tell on there.
I don't know why it's doing that, but it's making these weird sounds.
But it's up here, but I can't mark the exact spot. Okay. It's up here.
Somewhere on the north side of that lake.
Yeah.
Would it be over here or over there?
It's like right in there. I'm not sure exactly.
Okay. Okay, let's just so I can figure it out, because part of what we gotta do is, we're gonna have to verify whereabouts. Shit. Yeah. So if I'm gonna drive up there, how am I gonna say this is the place you were at? Help me out with that. What does it look like? What something,
It's like a lake.
Okay.
I don't know what really this has to do with tonight, though. I mean,
Was that tonight you were up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't up there, but, I was at Tree Island yesterday.
Okay. Okay, so tonight you were fishing on Clear Lake?
Yeah.
Not last night?
Last night I was at Tree Island.
Okay. All right. Well, help me out with it so we can cross it off our list. You're on the north side of this lake. In this area, there's some resorts. Or one resort? Four resorts? A resort. Okay. 2 Mark Resort. The sign says resort. Okay. How many cabins are there?
I don't know. I haven't counted.
All right.
But I just don't know why it matters, where I was fishing tonight. I mean,
Probably doesn't, but, if we can verify that you're telling us the truth about tonight, did somebody see you last night at Tree Island?
there was a family at Tree Island last night.
Okay.
I left like 10 minutes after they got there, but again, I don't know who they are. I did ask him if on my way out, I said, hey, you want this? Because I didn't really feel like playing bass. But then again, there's probably 100 cameras between Tree Island and my food truck. I don't know if there's any point towards it or not myself, but there might be a camera in Norfolk that caught me coming back here. I mean, there's no cameras up here.
Okay.
And I doubt there's any camera, his fault for that matter, but,
heck, there's cameras in Hillcrest Manor. It's amazing. That means the more we do these, the more we find cameras. It's amazing. How did you get, you drive right up 71 to 3 Island?
yeah, well, they drive up 71 to the, I don't know what the road is, it's the, where Castle,
22 or 23 or whatever it is.
yeah, I think it's 22, but yeah, Castle Island Golf Course.
Avenue or whatever they call it. Yeah. But you didn't go up to Mitchie Avenue, you came up the highway. You went home first, I suppose.
On my way back or my way there? Because on my way there, I went up, I believe I went up, because I stopped at a gas station, I got cigarettes, and I think I went up either Urban 271 or I took 71, and I took 71 home. Well, took 71 to the first turnoff on Hillcrest, whatever, went home, and then on the way back, I take Hillcrest and just, Hillcrest goes all the way to Castle, or, you know, yeah, it cuts across, so I don't have to go to 71, go this way and then go that way, so I just cut across there and then go to Tree Island. And then on the way to the food truck, I took 22 to the food truck, because if I'm going straight there, then I just take 22 right there, all the way to there, or to the food truck, and then,
And by 22, you mean Midgie Road?
yeah, old 71.
Old 71.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't pay attention. I just know where I'm going.
Gotcha. Which gas station did you stop to get cigarettes?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
Today, I stopped at 71 Mark twice. Once before I knew I was going to go fishing, and I went there again when I knew I was going to go fishing. So I was on my way home. So I figured,
Chad, you got a minute? Yeah.
it's fun.
I'm gonna try to figure this map thing out. I'll be right back. All right.
It was not down fish bucket. That turn around, but no, it does that.
Okay, so this is on the south, kind of southeast corner of the lake. Okay. You see a picture of that? Can we show you a picture of what she looks like here? Yeah, we'll just pull her up on the internet for you. Maybe she came to your stand or something.
I don't even open the week, so.
Oh.
Unless she came, well, if she came with her mom, I wouldn't.
Did you ever see Amanda or Melissa with a young girl? Because they hung out a lot, apparently. They were, the moms were friends.
Well, I don't know until I see her, so.
Not like, Melissa came to your stand with a young girl, that kind of thing. I'm trying to think.
No, Melissa never came to my stand, actually.
Here, I can hold it. Do you know, well, they got it pulled up on the internet here. They got it at 20 days.
There we go.
I'm just pulling up like from public television here. I got a little story on her, so. Do you have Facebook?
Yeah, she showed me a picture of her once a long time ago of her and Aaron.
Who did?
Melissa.
Oh, how long ago?
A year ago, maybe? A little more? I don't know.
But she looks familiar. What did she say about her?
Nothing. She said that was her niece.
Oh.
Coors Banquet, the same brewing tradition since 1873. Start your legacy.
So she looks familiar. She owned a vehicle? Ever been in your vehicle?
No.
Have you ever seen that little girl in person other than in a photo?
I think she might have brought her to work once, but I'm not sure if this was her or not. I worked, near where Melissa worked for a while, but then I got moved to the back, or, quite a ways away. But I remember she brought a girl with her to work once for that, or not to work, but, stopping the
But you've never like been over to Melissa's house when she's there, or seen them at town together. You've had no other occasion to run into this girl.
Not that, no. If she was with Melissa, that would know.
Have you ever given Melissa a ride in your vehicle?
Well, yeah, once to the gas station back, from Anderson's to the gas station and back.
Is that the vehicle you're driving now or a different vehicle?
No, it was a different vehicle.
Okay, what are you driving now?
Like
Is it a Jeep Wrangler or a Grand Cherokee? What year is that?
01.
So Melissa's never been inside your Grand Cherokee? And this little girl's never been inside your Grand Cherokee?
How do you get out to Turtle Lake? People, here's the map. We got Turtle River and Clear Lake.
Would have been up here, 71. I actually went this way, because I cut across this way. I don't know why I do that, but because I'm used to coming from this direction when I've gone there, so I went this way and up to 71, up to the yellow and back down.
Draw your map line, or where you're trying to.
Like from here or just up here?
Yeah, from Turtle River's kind of close. If that's the road we went on.
Yeah, I did 71 up to here. There's a road kind of that cuts across up here, down.
Okay. So you never went like further east or anything, not further west? You wouldn't go up through Sharks or anything like that, or Kelly? Okay. Well, we're just trying to find this little girl. That's what we're gonna do. So part of that is that everyone we talk to, we've asked to look through their cell phone, look at vehicles and look at the residences. Like I said, our goal is to try to find this little girl or any evidence of her disappearance. Is that something that you'd be willing to do? Let us look through your phone
Tonight,
pretty cold or anything into it?
Nope.
Okay.
What about your vehicle?
Okay. I'd prefer if the rest wait until morning so I could get some sleep and so I could work tomorrow.
It's not like a big search, you know what I mean? We're looking for, it's obvious signs that the girl would have been in there. It shouldn't be.
We're really looking for the little girl, so it'll take 10 minutes to walk through your house.
It won't take that long.
Okay.
I live in a 10 by 16 foot cabin.
You don't have to. If you don't want to. Would it go a long way to clear it up?
I mean, I'd rather have Tiffany come over and search it if you guys, want to.
And we're okay with that too, if you are.
Might be helpful.
Can I just give this to the guys upstairs and let them look at it quick? Are you okay with that? Because I don't know how to use the damn thing, so. Well, we talked about, we can go through your vehicle together.
You know, if you want to be able.
Yeah, can I run this upstairs first?
No.
Okay.
What are you doing on there?
I have no idea. Trying to look at your text message.
The body's doing really
Cat
good.
in the whole
Very good.
world.
So,
Let's see.
Maybe it's me.
Jake, everything you told us is true.
yes.
Correct, 100%. There's nothing that's going to interfere with your recollection of your timeline and where you were.
Yeah.
All right, no alcohol induced, I don't remember type stuff.
All right, I'm getting a feeling this guy did it mainly because I'm having a fantastic time with my cat compared to watching this video. So I think there's something dark coming from this guy who's still got his arms crossed. I mean, nearly an hour in. So, and it says a monster almost got away. So we'll see. This is from 5 days ago, 88,000 views. That means there's millions of people in the States who haven't even seen this yet. So some brand new stuff for us here.
But am I free to go home?
Yeah,
You can send Tiffany out whenever you want, tonight, tomorrow, whatever, but.
We'll just finish it quick.
come on.
Here. I don't know how to use the thing. Here's the deal. We're looking for a 5-year-old. Little girl.
And I hope you find her.
So do we. And that's our goal. We would like any help that we can.
Jake, we got reports that you had a relationship with Melissa.
Yeah, I heard a lot of the same thing,
What did you hear?
that we had dated.
Okay. Tell
And
us about it.
there was nothing to tell. I was dating another girl at work and she got pissed off.
Who's that girl?
Jessica Landry.
Okay.
This was, 2 years ago.
Okay.
But, smooth over, whatever. She stopped by the house a couple times, we argued. But,
When you say we, you and Melissa.
yeah, but not like argued. She said she wanted to be with me. I said no, that kind of thing. But it wasn't anything,
That's what we agreed when
there was never actually a relationship. Which is what I already said.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we heard that, no, there's more of a relationship than just her wanting to date you type thing. It was, you guys were having sex and it was a relationship.
yeah, no.
All right.
Or maybe we're not using the word relationship right. That you guys were having sex.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Not sex partners or.
Friends with benefits.
Yeah,
in that sense.
okay, that's what I mean. Okay. Why would we hear this then?
I have no idea.
Okay. And you haven't been in the house, Melissa's house, for how long?
Over, year and a half.
Okay. And when you last saw her, what did you say, like 6 months ago? That was where?
So the last time I talked to her was 6 or 8 months ago.
Okay, I'm not trying to trip you up. Last time you talked to her, what was the circumstances of that conversation?
Actually, that one wasn't, we just talked a little bit. Just was, hey, how's it going? Whatever.
Saw each other at the mall, the bar?
It was actually at work, but.
At Anderson?
Yeah.
Oh, was she still working there then?
No, she stopped in to visit people pretty often.
Okay. And then you just saw her casually through that. All right. We got to clear up this relationship thing. Do you know her son?
I've never met him, no.
Okay.
I've seen him.
Every new grill deserves to be christened. Do it right with a champagne of beers. Welcome to the high life.
Did you guys have a relationship?
Not that I know of, unless his mom said we did, but otherwise, no.
All right. What about her coworkers where she's working now?
I don't know any of the coworkers.
Well,
I don't know where she's working now.
okay. Well, the coworkers indicated that you guys were having sex.
I don't know any of the coworkers, so I can't say anything to that.
I'm not asking to account for what they said. Just that they said you're having sex. You're again saying no way.
No, I wasn't the least bit attracted to her. And we didn't have a relationship, so.
And we're not going to find anything later on that you did. You know, have a relationship, sex talk on Facebook or anything like that.
I don't Facebook
or anything like that.
How about on your phone or her phone? Deleted text messages or anything?
You wouldn't find anything on my phone.
Okay. Not how about on her phone?
Wouldn't find anything on her phone that I'm aware of. Not for me.
And you haven't talked to her on your phone for quite a while, you said?
Crime scene teams done with their stuff. Is there any evidence that you were in their house? No. Fingerprints? Anything like that?
I don't think I really touched anything like was there in the long time.
Yeah, that was all right. Any reason why some neighbor would say they saw you at her house last night?
No. I wasn't at her house last night, so.
For your vehicle in the area? when this fire took place, it was loud, and it raised the attention of the neighborhood. You know. Mm-hmm.
I don't know anybody around there, so.
When's the last time you were in that trailer park?
Actually wasn't, I think I was in there. Actually, I drove through there a day or two ago. I have a friend that lives there, but.
Okay. Where's your friend? Yeah, that's.
My dad knows about you.
What lot is for that?
I don't know.
What's he driving?
Red truck.
Or a Chevy?
I don't know.
How do you know?
Through the group.
Group? The probation group? Is he on probation right now?
I don't know if he's on probation or not.
Okay, describe Mike to us.
26, engaged.
Would Tiffany know?
Yeah. But he wasn't there anyways, so.
He wasn't there 1 or 2 days ago when you drove through?
No, he went home, so.
Do you have his phone number?
I don't think so. So I drove through. I used to, but he changed his number, no, I don't.
Okay. How tall is Mike?
I don't know about my height, maybe, which is 5'11".
What's he weigh?
No idea. About my weight, maybe a little less.
180.
190, 195.
Is it group therapy or something? Or
Yeah, well, I'm not in it anymore, but.
Oh, yeah, that's where you met him through. Do you know if he still attends?
I think so.
What were you wearing yesterday? Today.
Yesterday, pretty much the same thing I got on now, except that my shirt was black and just plain black.
Plain black shirt.
Yeah.
You're wearing the same pants as you were yesterday, or
No,
different? Same style up?
What you were saying?
same shoes.
Would you let us photograph you? Your arms and body and boots and all that stuff? And tread pattern on your boots?
Sure.
All right, grab a camera.
Jane, I'm concerned about this sex stuff that we've heard.
When you say here, I'd like to know exactly what you're talking about, because
That Alyssa talked to her friends about a sexual relationship with Jake. Did you have a nickname? Do they call you Chase or anything like that? Chance?
no, somebody asked me that.
You did?
I don't know any chases or chances or.
Okay, no one's ever called you that.
No. Okay. I don't know why they would.
It was Jake. He has a food truck called Jake's Eats. Recently hooked up with Melissa. They've known each other and had a sexual relationship.
No.
And they got specific. There was role playing, some kinky stuff going on. core. And if you're having a sexual relationship with her, doesn't mean you killed her. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
So,
I didn't have a sexual relationship with her, so,
oh,
I mean, it will be, even if I was and I was embarrassed, that makes no difference, but I wasn't having a sexual relationship with her.
all right. And
I mean, if you can take and find my semen in her, that would be a miracle, because it did not happen.
okay. And the reason I'm kind of pressing you on this, I guess, lack of better words, do you think people tell us the truth the first time they talk to us?
No, most of the time.
Right. And there's times where people have omitted things to us that we knew. And then it kind of throws us all, okay, why aren't they telling that relationship of their children killed them? You know, and they admit that because it may be embarrassing or they think, well, if I tell the cops I had a sexual relationship with her, they're going to think I killed her. You know what I mean? So I don't want to come back to you later with proof that you had a sexual relationship.
You could go to Grainger.com to find what you need to get the job done. Grainger, supplies and solutions for every industry.
Because you're saying you didn't. Do you understand what I'm getting at here? That's what I'm saying. I don't want you to be in that category where I'm withholding some information from these guys because it made them look bad for me.
Yeah.
In the long run, it could backfire. It's like, all right, here we have this guy. We have these people saying she had sex with him. They had a sexual relationship. You're saying they're not. I got to explain to my boss. Well,
That's what I said before about me, and it wasn't true. So, you know, we never had a sexual relationship.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I mean, you know, other than people saying it because she might have been saying it. I mean, there's nothing else there. We never had a sexual relationship.
Okay.
We never had sex or did anything sexual. Then my name's not Chance or Chase or Chevy or anything else. I've never went by those. You know, my only nickname other than Jake is, you know, a long time ago, people called me Twitch.
Okay.
But, you know, and a few people call me Blue Eyes, but it was never went by any other name.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, would you let us go through your vehicle?
You can have Tiffany do it. Honestly, I'm a little annoyed because, you know, like as far as where I was tonight, I explained where I was the best I could. You know, I'm not good with directions. I'm not good with all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
And when I keep getting asked the same questions over and over again, it kind of ticks me off.
Okay.
Tiffany's allowed to anytime she wants. She can come search my cabin, search my car, search my property, search whatever she wants to, my phone, anything else.
All right.
But, you know, I haven't seen Melissa in quite a while. I haven't talked to Melissa in quite a while. You know, I feel really bad that that girl's missing, but I feel bad that, you know, Melissa died, but, you know, just because she said she had a relationship with me doesn't mean she did. I mean, I was always nice to her because she's, you know, she had, I forget what it's called, but, and it's, you know, mental disorder. She didn't get along with people well, or easily, I guess. She came off the wrong way, so I was always nice to her, but that was, you know, and yes, we did have an argument, you know, when she wanted to be in a relationship with me, and I said no. Besides the fact I was dating another girl, this is kind of the same thing, and you know, she might still be glued on that, but
Alright, but you can see our issue.
Yeah.
You think she could be making that up about you or something?
Yeah, well, maybe she did before, and it was, you know, basically the reason we stopped talking, or, you know, was because she told people we were dating, and, you know, we weren't, you know, I was being nice and, you know, I'm nice to everybody, but, so she never let it go, you know, it's,
Who can put you at that lake?
nobody.
Nobody? Don't recall anybody seeing you out there?
No. I've seen a couple cars, but, you know, I wasn't paying attention to that stuff. I didn't see anybody around. You know, there was a family on 3 Island yesterday, but as far as like tonight, I'm still not seeing why that matters at all.
I'll tell you why. Basically, Jake, your cell phone doesn't put you in that spot tonight.
But that's where I was.
If you were here, there's cell phone towers, your cell phone would put you at, instead of being, you know, way over here.
But over where?
Jake's got the camera. Jake wanted to know why it was a big deal that we talked about where he was fishing, and I just told him his cell phone didn't put him there.
Where were you when Tiffany called you?
That's where
Standing on the dock in your vehicle? Where were
I
you?
was packing up, getting ready to leave anyways.
Okay. And what time did she call you?
Look no, it was
Look at your phone.
10:23 or
Look at your phone. Show me the call. We can see the time.
It was 10:23 or 10:27, and my phone started beeping. I had to call him back.
Okay.
Did you have Rob's number?
Rob Frakes.
Yeah, I want him to send me that picture.
No, I don't. 10:23. I get what you're saying. I can't explain it though. I wasn't anywhere else.
So you're standing on the dock when she calls you?
Yeah. Well, when my phone went off.
Okay, at 10:23 at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was packing all my stuff.
Right, because it's dark out.
Yeah.
Dark.
Well, it wasn't really dark. The stars were shining and stuff, but yeah.
Okay. Did you show this?
Yeah, but I can't get a good read on that. The other thing that Rob had was better. All right. This is a bad photo, but you see that lake right there?
Yeah.
That's where you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your cell phone is.
Okay.
That's.
Yeah, I said I got that.
Okay, I just wanted to show you the map with a clear picture. So that's, you know.
Yeah.
And your cell phone tower is closer to that than it should have pinged out.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I said I got it. I don't know how that would have happened, but yeah, I wasn't in Big Fork. I had no reason to be in Big Fork.
Sure.
So you drove the route that you drew out for us to that lake And you were at that lake until Tiffany called you.
Yeah.
And from that point, you did what? Backed up and
again here.
You go back here.
Well, I actually swung by my road and checked my mailbox. Then I came here.
Checked your mailbox.
For mail.
Okay.
Because I had to check the mail today on my way by, and I wouldn't forget to wait for my city business. So,
okay.
But besides the point. But yeah, I don't know why pinged off the big fork tower. I have no reason to lie about where I was tonight.
Well, that's what we gotta check out, I told him when you were gone that about the claims we got about the sex.
Yeah.
Now we gotta figure it out, and I stress him that he shouldn't admit if he did it. Doesn't mean we killed her. But if we find out later that they had sex, how it could just complicate things.
Yeah, we never had sex, so.
And that's what he said. So.
I mean, you can, like it.
With Squarespace, you can make a website to sell anything.
Well, then you can check it for my semen, check whatever, do whatever you want, but.
His DNA's not gonna be in the house.
My DNA won't be in the house, won't be in her, nothing like that. I mean, if I was in a relationship with her, I'd admit it. I mean, it's not like you guys are teenage girls and you blab it around. I wouldn't care. But, I not now or ever have been in a relationship with her. I also didn't hate her and, or anything like that, She annoyed the crap out of me sometimes, like when she's telling people we're in a relationship and we're not, but that's besides the point. Alright. I mean, if you got, other than people telling you something, I mean, I'd like to know so I can explain whatever it is, but.
We're hearing stuff from the street just like everybody else, so, we're just following up on that. Sometimes it's just rumor mill and gossip, and sometimes it's true and sometimes it's not, so.
But I mean, that'd be the smallest thing that, I'd lie about if I was gonna lie about something anyways, about being in a relationship with her. I mean,
Do you know your license plate, the chance?
no idea. It's on the registration form.
Yeah. Wait, I'm finding the camera. Yeah, he's reading their phone.
Let's step off quick and see if we can find Jake.
Just use your vehicle park up front.
Yeah, you're ready to start out quick. Here, let me, I'll see if I can find Jake. Alright, we'll get this picture. Look at your vehicle.
Do what now?
We like to take a picture of your body, your boots, clothes, and then take a look at your vehicle with your permission.
You can send Tiffany out to do
We'd like to do it tonight. It will be done today.
it. I would like to go to bed like 3 hours.
Yeah, and you can see it won't take us that long. Just want to make sure there's no little girl in there.
Peeking through the windows, I don't care.
I haven't been outside yet. Clothes, fishing gear, stuff in there. Or...
Fishing gear, water jugs, and dishes.
Alright. I mean, if I get yelled at from my boss that I didn't do it tonight instead of like tomorrow when Tiffany does it, well, everything could be gone. But if you have nothing to hide,
I'm going home and going to bed. I'm not, I don't even go in a vacuum. You know, it's neither here nor there.
I mean, you can see my point, right? I mean,
I can't.
it'd be a quick search. We're just looking for the girl. She's not in there. Yeah.
I don't have her. You can send Tiffany out.
Her shoes or clothes, anything. You got any little girl's clothes in there?
No.
Little girl
I
shoes.
do. I think I have a couple shirts in my cabin from my daughters, but.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about your vehicle.
Not that I know of.
Step out, Paul, you're free.
Alright, I'm leaving now. Like I said, I was gonna do mine 5 times, but they kept, like, talking to me. Goodbye.
Gas can. Have you seen this before? Look familiar?
No. Most familiar, I own a few gas cans.
You own one like that?
I own one like it, and it's at my house.
Would any reason why your DNA would be on that gas can?
No.
And if it was? You couldn't explain it?
No. Okay. I didn't own a gas can like that.
You do?
Yeah. And I own several gas cans like that.
Here's the deal. Jen, we can't get over. Melissa talked to her friend in Nebraska. She's dating a guy, or seen a guy with blue eyes, has a food truck. That's you.
She's telling people that.
Okay, hang on. Her cousin in the cities, Jake, owns a food truck, sells food by Rutgers. That's you. Co-workers describe you. What? No.
And has anybody seen you with her?
Here's the deal. That one night encounters, maybe because you didn't go to the bar dancing with her and no one saw you. Why would Melissa brag about you or having a relationship with you to someone that doesn't even know you? You know, they're in the city for state, so yeah. I could be lying to Chad that I'm dating some supermodel. You know, well, Chad would know because I worked. He would see me. He would know. You know, or someone that lives in Nebraska in the cities, they don't know you, they'll never run into you. Why would Melissa say she has a relationship with you? She could say anybody.
She could.
Why would she give your name? So, and that's, it's not just one person, Jake. Her son talks about you. Her cousin, co-workers, this girl in Nebraska, that's 5 different people that say you, it's you.
I've never met any of them. So.
I know. So why is Melissa describing you? She could say to her friend in the city, she could say she's dating the mayor of Bemidji, right?
Yeah.
Why you?
I don't know, because she had a crush on me a long time ago, and she wanted to date. I already told you this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's years ago.
A year ago, 2 years ago, yes.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense that she doesn't even work at Anderson Fabric anymore. According to you haven't seen her.
I haven't seen her or talked to her in 6-8 months.
Okay.
Do you recognize this little girl?
I already answered that question.
The entire focus of our evening is this little girl.
Yeah.
Okay. We have to go and tell her parents, this community, and everyone in this building that we've done everything we can to find her.
I don't think that's true.
Jake, something bad happened. Okay? Something bad happened. Something happened. If something got out of control and somebody ended up dead, and this little girl is somewhere, whether she's alive or whether she's gone, we have an obligation to everyone to bring her home. Mm-hmm. Jake, if you can help us with that in any way.
I would if I could, but I don't know what you said.
Jake, if you could. I know it's tough. I know it's really tough to think about what's going to happen and all that kind of stuff, but I'm saying this right now. There are people out there that would support you if you said, you know what, I made a mistake. I made a mistake, I overreacted, and this little girl is we can bring her home. Let's do that. The 3 of us together, let's bring this little girl home. Let's bring her to her parents. They need a closure.
Sir, I don't know where she's at, but I don't have her. You're insisting that I have her or I know where she's at.
I am.
And I don't.
Okay.
I've told you my whereabouts. The only thing that's sketchy is where I was tonight.
And that's the big issue.
Yeah.
That's a huge issue.
I can't explain that. That's what I was.
And that's our worry. Jake, if you did something to this little girl,
that wouldn't happen.
Why?
Because I don't have her. I didn't have her. I wasn't there. That's why.
Okay.
What you have is a bunch of people saying I'm dating her, which happened before when she told people I was dating her.
No, this is just recent stuff.
Yeah, and it's not dating, it's just sex.
Yeah, Jake, it's rough sex. And, if she got choked down and she died on accident, let's talk about that. Let's fix it. Okay, that's fixable. Okay?
She was into bondage, she was into rough sex.
If this little girl, you panicked and did something to her, maybe she's okay. Maybe we can get her home.
I hope she is okay. I didn't do anything.
But if she's not okay, we can explain that too.
I didn't do anything to her, and I haven't seen her.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I can't help you find her.
Jake,
I wish I could.
What we're going to do is we're going to proceed. We're going to collect some evidence, and the evidence will show either you did or you didn't. Okay.
Like what?
That gas can?
Okay.
That gas can was found at the arson site.
Okay.
Any evidence on Melissa? It's still on her body?
Okay. Any evidence on you? Any evidence in your vehicle? Any evidence in your house?
Tell you what,
Any evidence in your phone?
you find any evidence on any of that, you can come pick me up.
Okay.
But you're not gonna find anything because I didn't do anything.
And we hope that's the case for you. You know, but if you are responsible for anything, let's talk about that now, get out in front of it, and let this community heal.
And
you know what I'm saying? And let this community heal. There are people out there looking for this little girl right now.
yeah, there's lots of people. And if it was my daughter, I'd be going breaking down doors myself.
Yeah.
But I didn't do anything to the little girl. I haven't seen the little girl. I haven't seen Melissa in a long time. I haven't done anything. I was in bed sleeping. I'm sorry I don't live with anybody to corroborate that story. But today I was working, yesterday I was working, then I was fishing. And I haven't seen either one of them or talked to either one of them.
But nobody can put you fishing. That's the hard part.
And even if people did see me, like yesterday,
Jake, your cell phone,
I don't know who it was.
your cell phone is not even close to where you say you're fishing. That's concerning to us.
Yeah, and I understand that, but I can't explain it.
You should have been within a 5-mile radius of where you were fishing, and it's not. It's like 40 miles away.
Like I said, yeah, that's concerning, because I kind of, it's like, oh, what was he doing?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't explain it, because I was freaking fishing.
Is there fishing rods in your Jeep?
There's a fishing rod.
Is there
a box? Yes. You can't search my Jeep, but you can see, I'll let you see the fishing rod in the tackle box.
Why won't you let us search your Jeep?
Because at this point, I don't trust you guys.
Did we lie to you?
You're pushing me to say something that I didn't do. And to say that I had a relationship with Multistreaming. No, you're pushing me to say I had a relationship with somebody I did not have a relationship.
No, we are trying to clarify that discrepancy.
And I'm clarifying it. And I'm sorry she told 5, 6 different people that she was in a sexual relationship with me. Okay. But it's not true. And you said, she said, you know, at first you were saying she was telling these people my name was Chance. I don't know a Chance. I've never been called Chance or Chase or whatever it was.
Fair enough.
I mean, so is it Jake or is it Chance that she has some relationship with?
It's Jake.
No, it's not Jake. She's never had a relationship with Jake. And I can't explain it. It's not my deal. You know, I wish I could help you find the little girl. I'm sorry something happened to her, but I had nothing to do with it. And I hope they find her safe and sound, and we all do.
You realize if we find any physical evidence on that stuff,
that you're going to come looking for me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and you could maybe help us by leading us to.
Except for I can't, because I don't know anything about it. I realize that if you found something, you know, DNA or fingerprints or whatever on that stuff, they could, you know, make it look bad for me. But I don't know anything about it. And I don't know where the girl's at. I don't know what happened to Melissa other than there was a fire. I mean, that is the extent of my knowledge.
The arson and the homicide and all the other stuff is very, very low on our list.
Yeah, you all find the girl.
This is number one.
Have you showered in the last 24 hours?
Yeah, I showered this morning.
Where?
At my parents'.
Is that where you shower? Were you showering and stuff?
Well, normally I just heat up water water and shower at home, but I didn't have a propane tank to heat up my water because they're both on my food truck. So when I stop to get my dishes, sometimes I take a shower, especially since I stink like grease.
Do you bring change of clothes there, or where is your change of clothes?
They're already there.
The clothes you were wearing yesterday are where, is I guess my question.
At home?
At your house?
Yeah, because I didn't put on the same clothes. I put on shorts and shorts and a sweatshirt when I went over there this morning.
Okay. When you stay in your property, where do you stay?
In my cabin.
The white building or the other building? So there's two buildings out there.
The half-white building.
Half-white building.
And the other building is my house, which I'm working on building.
That's under construction? Yeah. How many acres do you have out there?
Well, it's 40 acres total, but I only own that, or I don't even own it yet, but half of it's mine.
At WGU, you can get your bachelor's degree on your time in as little as 2.5 years.
Half that the house is on.
All right. Where do you keep your gas cans?
In my wood shed, and
Okay, we're an hour and 40 minutes in, and all I can really say is this guy's locked into cross arms the whole time. He's had his arms crossed nearly 2 hours. So that's not a good sign. That's probably not a good sign. Anyway, I'm almost got away. Here we go.
beside my cabin. And
they're both outside your cabin?
I've got three or four right outside my cabin. I've got 2 or 3 in the woodshed, and I've got 1 or 2 down by the house, and I have 1 over by my sawmill.
Normally keep them filled?
About half full, depending. Some of them have diesel, some of them have gas. I've got mainly big ones and a few smaller ones for my chainsaw and for my sawmill. And honestly, I don't know anybody who doesn't have gas cans, so.
Yeah, just the fact that you know, a gas can doesn't make you responsible for arson. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that at all. Well, that's the reason I asked you, do you know this gas can?
Well, I know for sure if I knew that's, I own a bunch of them that look like that.
Fair enough. And I think that's,
I can't even tell
that's reasonable. Yeah. I can say I don't own one like that. No?
I've got like 1 or 2 yellow ones, and the rest are red or reddish.
Yep.
Most of them have been kind of dyed by the sun, whatever. But that's it.
Okay, so you're living in the partially white cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Your clothing is in that cabin?
Some of it. Oh, your stuff I wore yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Change your underwear. When did you change your underwear?
Just today, but my ones I wore yesterday are in there.
All right, in your parents' house?
In my cabin.
Well, the shirt, the sweatshirt you were wearing?
Shirt, I was wearing a sweatshirt yesterday.
Or shorts or whatever you said? When you went to your parents' house this morning to shower?
Shorts and sweatshirt.
And yesterday's underwear?
No, I just had shorts and sweatshirt.
Okay, gotcha. So you showered, shorts and sweatshirt are in your Jeep or at home or?
Got washed at my parents' house.
Gotcha. So your clothes from yesterday at home, clothes you're wearing today or what you're wearing now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All day.
Well, Jake, this is what's gonna happen. Based on the information that we got from these people about your connection with Melissa, okay? And based upon the cell phone location that we got, we're gonna be executing a search warrant.
That's fine. You don't even need one. You can just ask Tiffany if you can. I thought you could.
No, we're not gonna ask her.
Okay. Use the execute search warrant.
Will be on your person, your vehicle, and your home.
It's fine.
Okay. You can't have access to those things right now.
I have to. I can't sleep anywhere else. I don't have a search warrant yet.
That's correct, but it's being done.
Well, that's nice, but I can't sleep anywhere else. It's condition my probation.
Well, we can work that out with Tiffany.
You're gonna have to do it now. And
Tiffany's not gonna be checking tonight.
Where exactly am I supposed to go?
You can go hang out at your mom and dad's?
I can't.
Why?
They live and own a mental health home.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stay there.
Okay.
No.
Well, you can't have access to your car or your house.
And can I ask where exactly that's written? Because you said I was free to leave when I walked in here.
Mm-hmm. But now we're going to be executing a search warrant.
You are still free to leave.
Yeah.
But you're not free to drive away in your vehicle that we now are doing a search warrant for. You're not free to leave in the clothing that we're going to seize. We'll get you some clothing.
Yeah, I'd like to see the judge's order for that.
Well, yeah,
but I'm leaving right now.
Okay.
So you bring me the judge's order that, because I know my rights. I can drive away in the clothing I'm wearing. When you get the search warrant, you come find me. I'll be at home sleeping.
Jake, we can seize your car because it's mobile. It can't be driven away. So the car will be here. Okay.
My clothes are mobile.
That's why we're going to get them from you.
No, you're not. You can't take my clothes unless you're arresting me and you have no probable cause to arrest me.
Well, it's arguable, I guess.
Yeah.
You have hearsay. If you had that, you'd be arresting me.
Well, at some point we'll make an arrest decision. And whether that's tonight or next week or whenever we get DNA back.
You already said that I was free to go.
You are?
I'm not changing clothes. You're stripping me of my rights there. I do know my rights. Give me a phone. Oh wait, I'm gonna make a phone call.
Okay.
Or a few, if I can't get a hold. Well, I'm leaving anyways, and I'm calling an attorney. And you guys are sitting here telling me I have to change my clothes, and I can't drive away in my vehicle, which all my stuff is in, my inhaler, my cigarettes, my pop, everything. Just tell me I have to go sleep on the fucking street because I don't have anywhere else I can go, is what you guys are saying. And you cannot do that without a judge's order. So you can either go give me the judge's order right now, like right this second, or I am walking out the door and taking my car with me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not even sure why it's come to this, because I wouldn't admit to doing whatever it is you want me to admit that
I don't want you to
I didn't fucking do it.
I don't want you to admit to anything. I just want to make sure that you know how important it is that you're honest with us.
Then I've been honest with you.
Okay.
So
would you at some point take a polygraph?
I can't polygraph. I have Tourette's. They already tried for my SO treatment. So if I let you come search my Jeep right now, can I take it so I have somewhere to sleep?
I think at this point we'd like to get a warrant to do that. But we could work on your car right now and probably release it back to you. And you could hang out here. I'll buy you a pop. You can go outside and smoke a cigarette.
That's for you out of the car. That's what you need.
You can smoke a cigarette. We can do our business, and there's a chance you could drive away with your Jeep tonight.
I'm highly doubting it.
Why? Or we could do the house quick and he can have his house. You know,
Drive you up to the house?
Yeah.
Would your parents pick you up and bring you into work tomorrow, or bring you here to pick up your vehicle? If you drop you off at your
I need
house?
my vehicle for work. And no, they're running a business.
Well, hey, I'm just asking that.
That's my business vehicle.
Would, yeah, but I'm saying.
I don't have anybody to drive me around to pick up my groceries, to run me home and back.
What would you rather have tonight, your house owner or your car?
My car.
Your car, okay.
But you can walk out and search it right where it's at.
We can do that. We'd probably like to bring it in a lighted building in Sallyport here, take a look at it, and there's a good chance, if you're saying everything's all clean in there, good chance you get your car back. I can't promise you, but there's a chance.
What exactly would keep my car? Because at this point, I'm trust that you guys would give it back. And since it's not my name.
We would like to look at it. I haven't looked at it, I don't know.
Or you can come search it right where it's at.
Well, it's dark.
I'll turn on the lights, use a flashlight.
We bring it in here. So I'll go check the status of the court orders.
All right, so what?
Woolite helps Molly feel great in her go-to leggings. She was even inspired to train for a marathon. That lasted a day, but she was inspired. Woolite protects your favorites from fading, pilling, and stretching, so you can wear them as long as you love them.
Introducing One Lion, designed for a royal shave.
Because I don't see a court order, I don't see a warrant, or anything. And since you never offered to let me talk to an attorney or anything else, you're railroading me. I'm trying to play along and been telling you guys the fucking truth. And you lied to me. You're like, oh, you can leave. Oh, I'm free to go sleep on the street naked. Because you guys are going to take my clothes, take my Jeep, and take my house.
Can we run you out to your house and get you some clothes?
No. You're not going.
Sit down.
No.
Sit down.
You said I was free to leave.
Sit down.
You said I was free to leave.
Sit down.
At this point, you're going to have a seat. Okay?
At this point, I want to call an attorney.
You can call whoever you want. Have a seat.
Have a seat. You're being
detained right now. Court order. Okay? So have a seat.
How long is it?
We're going to work as quick as we can. We're going to work as quick as we can. The longer we sit and argue about this, we're just wasting time.
Can you search my Jeep so I can go?
Have a seat. We're going to work
That's
this
what we're working on. They have to get paperwork in order with it first.
Alright, I'll grab it.
It's coming.
I can't eat cookies.
What can you eat?
I don't want to eat.
Hey, the court order's coming. Right? Just.
You guys want to search my stuff like give you my keys.
They can't do it that way. They got to put paperwork in order.
Okay? You already said they could do that. Do it that way.
They're doing paperwork. That was before. Now.
Before, because I wanted to leave, you said I was free to leave. So then when I say I want to leave, it's you have to stay.
No.
Yeah.
Here's what happened. We had a check with Verizon. Tell us why a cell phone ping is here when he says he's here. Is there any way it would bounce off a tower and give us a reading like it is? They tell us no, it would be within 5 miles of where you were. That's concerning to us. Went back, checked with the other investigators, who all said, what What people said that Melissa had a relationship with Jake. That's concerning to us.
You can talk to everybody we worked with at Anderson's, and they'll tell you the same thing happened back then, and it wasn't true.
Okay.
Here, I'm serious. I can give you the names and numbers of
People lie to us. Okay?
I got it.
So, I'm not saying you're lying to us, but the cell phone thing is concerning and the relationship. What cops do, you think my job is to just convict you and arrest you? Our job, the public wants us to go seek the truth. So when we have a discrepancy, all right, Jake is telling this, we got these people in the cell phone are telling this. Who's telling us the truth? Polygraph might help, okay, they can understand you can't do it. That would help us separate it.
That would be great.
Yeah, but we can't. All right, is there any evidence to say that these people are right? Is there evidence to say Jake is right? Well, here we go. We're going to search your vehicle, your mode of transportation. Is there any evidence in there that that little girl or Melissa were in that vehicle? Okay. But I can't just say, well, I can't stand before my boss and say, well, Jake said there's none. Well, you didn't search it. So that's why we're searching the vehicle. Is there any evidence that this little girl was at your house?
No.
You're saying no. I can't go to my boss and say, well, Jake said no. Well, that's not good enough. Go search it. We search your vehicle. We search your house, your person, your clothes. We find no connection. Guess what?
We move on to the next person.
Jake was telling the truth.
The cell phone shit's unexplainable. We move on. You know?
I can't explain that. So if I hand over my keys and my clothes, could I call my parents and have them come pick me up?
Definitely. You definitely.
So let me hand over my keys and my clothes.
Okay. Do you want your parents to bring you some clothes?
We have jail clothes here. There's some.
I'll wear the jail clothes on.
Okay, we'll grab you some. All right.
Can I call?
Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Did you want me to talk to him?
No.
511 190.
I'll have an attorney by morning, so.
Okay. I mean, we're getting an order from a judge, so the attorney can't prevent that.
I don't care about the search. I really don't give a shit. You won't find anything anywhere of any of this.
But you told it. I explained your story, their story. Now we're looking to see what story is true. That's how we do it.
I got that. But detaining me without them.
Well,
hey, Philip, can you come pick me up from the police department? Because of that freaking woman that died and that missing girl, they're questioning everybody, but apparently my cell phone pinged somewhere where I wasn't. And so they're seizing my car and my cabin and searching them in my clothes. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Bye.
We'll get the clothes down here for you.
Is your house locked? Yeah.
I'll get you your house in the, or the house in,
That's the house in the Jeep.
Okay, good. Why don't we get somebody up to that house and get that? Get somebody in that house.
Can I keep my hat? Can you do whatever you need to do to it quick so I can keep my hat? I don't know what you got to do, but
Maybe photograph it.
I'm sorry, I'm not mad at you guys,
Hey, you have a right to be angry. Okay, I can understand that. And we're trying to do our jobs.
how long does the forensic testing take on stuff like gas can? So I know when you guys can say, okay, you're not him, or you're not whoever.
Because we have a missing kid right now, this case will move to the forefront for our testing.
Well, yeah, I figured
so. I think 2 weeks for it might be a good estimate on that. Whatever our crime scene team collected at the house and from the person, Melissa, I mean, we're assuming it's Melissa, that may take a little longer, but we'll be in touch. So maybe quicker than a normal case, so maybe within a few weeks. I have no control how fast our decide.
Ever wonder what the Experian app can do? With tools for a brighter financial...
When I was out, did you ask for an attorney when I was gone? Did you say you wanted to speak to an attorney or you didn't want to talk anymore, you wanted an attorney? Did you ask for one?
I think I said you guys didn't ask if or say I had a right to an attorney or anything.
Well, if I was out and you did, do I have your permission to answer your questions without an attorney present?
But that was supposed to be the other way around.
No, I mean, if you ask for an attorney, Jim.
You can answer my questions, yes.
Okay. What was your question?
How long until I get my Jeep and my house back? I mean, tear everything out of there, I don't care. But I have nowhere else to live and I have nothing else to drive.
Yeah. Both will be searched tonight. Okay.
Okay.
We'll go through it. I can't promise you when. If we go through it and we don't find anything, good chance you get it back tonight. If we see something that we're scratching our head at, that could slow things down a bit. Same thing with the house. We go through the house, photograph stuff, we collect your clothes, look for the little girl. If you don't see anything, there's a good chance you get them both back tonight. What, do you have your cell phone on, just call your parents, or do you want us to you want to call in the morning, or do you want us to call you, if it's 3, 4 in the morning, do you want us to call you? That's 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then maybe we can send a squad to the house and.
That's quite all right.
Or you'll get a ride in?
Yeah. Right.
Because there was not sufficient evidence to charge Jacob with any crimes, they were forced to let him leave that day. They did keep his car and clothes and run tests on them, and they searched his home. The next segment is the second interrogation of Jacob, and as you will see, he is not free to leave this time.
All of them. Yeah. How you doing? Good. How you been? Good. Good. We've been talking and everything, you know. Yeah. We're at school together. Well, you just let us know. All right. Thanks. Yep.
Jake, what happened to your hand? You didn't try to do anything, did you?
No, it's been cut.
Pull up, won't you?
Pretty sure it was.
No, you didn't try to.
No, I dropped the knife.
Pull up over here. Yes, you go over there. It's right there.
Right? Yeah, that's cool. Right out there.
All right, Jake. You're under arrest. Okay, you see that. Since you are in custody, I will read you the Miranda warning. Okay. Megan, I didn't notice the cut on you that bad. You didn't try to cut yourself, did you?
No, just infected. Okay. And so I cleaned it off and banded it up.
All right.
You need some help with that? You need some help with it? Okay.
All right. The time is
10:17 hours.
10:17 a.m. This is Special Agent Paul Girardi, Minnesota BCA. Dave, you want to identify your voice?
I'm Detective Sergeant David Lozelle. I'm with the Bemidji Police Department.
And we will be talking to Jake Ken at the Itasca County Sheriff's Department interview room. Jake is in custody. Jake, since you're in custody, I'm going to read you the Miranda warning before we talk. I hate this one. It's so small. All right. Anything, you have a right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions. Anything you do say may be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to consult an attorney before speaking to the police and to have an attorney present during questioning now or in the future. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you will still have the right to stop answering any time until you talk to an attorney. Jake, do you understand each of these rights that I read to you? Yes. Knowing and understanding your rights, as I've explained them to you, are you willing to answer some more questions from us for now? Okay.
Jake, I'm Sergeant Lozelle, and I'm a detective with the Police Department of Bemidji.
Yes, all right. Jake, we went to the house. No concern you might do harm to yourself. Okay. Has anything changed from we talked last?
Other than being confused as to why I am being arrested now and what changed from a couple hours ago, or I don't even know what time it is now.
Yeah,
10 in the morning.
10 in the morning.
Okay, so 3 hours ago. 2 to 3 hours ago.
All right. Last night when we talked, you said you had no contact with Melissa Norby. You didn't date her, you weren't seeing her, you didn't have a relationship with her. Is that true?
Yeah. I didn't run to her house. I've been there once. Once? When was the last time that you were there? A year and a half ago or something. Went and looked at a chair that a mutual friend left there and she didn't want there and offered to me, and I went to look at it. That was a year ago. Somewhere there. Okay.
And you had no contact with the little girl?
No.
You didn't see her? She didn't come to your food station? You didn't see her at Melissa's house? You don't know her parents?
No.
And there's going to be no connection between you and her?
Sure.
And
whatsoever, in any way, shape, or form. Whatsoever. Okay.
Then no connection between you and Melissa?
Well,
No, I mean, when I say connection, is there going to be any evidence that says you were in Melissa's house?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. And that gas can that we talked about, showed you a picture, is that any of your evidence going to be on that? You know, DNA or fingerprints?
Not that I'm aware of.
So nothing's changed from last night?
No.
100% sure?
95% sure. I'm tired and groggy, and you guys kept me up all night, and I tried to sleep. Sleep in a vehicle for 2 hours. I'm still
a little tired, groggy?
Extremely tired, yes. Okay. But you didn't really answer my question. What was your question? What changed between 2 hours ago and now? Like, is that 5% that you're talking about that you're not sure of?
No. Start over. What do you got to tell us?
Now is the time, Jake. Okay, we know more than you think we do right now. And now's the time for you to fill in those blanks. And now's the time for you to complain and tell us what really's happened here and what's really gone on. Now's the time for you to stand up and do that.
Take us through the night.
Start talking to listening to you.
Your next chapter is about to be your best chapter. Ask now one. Who's your rock? Of all the fun ways you can shop.
Okay. She got hold of me and we talked. When we weren't dating, but we actually hadn't had a sexual relationship, but we, role played on the phone.
Role played in, what was her role?
It was daddy, daughter, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Then I went over there the other night. What night? Today's Thursday. Yeah. Tuesday night. Back to Tuesday, Jim. Yeah, I'm thinking, trying to set if I want to get an attorney or not, before I go farther. Did you go there for her or for Melissa? Who was? It was for Melissa, but it was. Did you know that she was going to be there? No. Was she part of the role playing? Did Melissa bring her in for role playing? How do you know that? Did you ask her to bring her in? Did she offer it up? Do you think his mother knew what was going on? I have no idea. Do you know? No. How did all that come about? Did Melissa offer, hey, I can get a 5-year-old girl here? Yeah, it was a couple of years ago, but yeah. Has she been there before when you've been with Melissa? Once. What was nothing. Just to watch? No, it was. True, that's the most part. Kind of like viewing porn while you're having sex. Was she naked when she did that for arousal? Yeah, she was sleeping. Cool. Well, how many times were you with Melissa? Couple, just recently? No, this would have been the only time recently. So this hookup on Tuesday night was the only one for a long time. So you just recently hooked up? And you had no idea I was going to be there? No, I didn't. You did know? Yeah. I'm on. I do want an attorney. Okay. Well, all right. Well, Jake, at any time you wish to talk to an attorney, Jake, would you be willing to sit down with us again? After talking to the attorney. Okay. Do you have an attorney in mind? No, I can't. Okay. This will end the interview. The time is 10:31.
a.m.
After learning that family of Jacob Kin owned property in Big Fork, Minnesota, just a few miles from where his cell phone was pinged, detectives were able to narrow down their search for the missing 5-year-old girl. They were able to match Kin's tire tracks to tracks found going into the family property in Big Fork. Leading off of the dirt road into a field went the tire tracks. About a half mile through the field, detectives located a camper, and the tracks led right to it. Jacob Kin would be convicted of kidnapping and murder, and sentenced to 52 years in prison. Now, before you get too upset about Jacob murdering Melissa Norby, it was found through further investigation that Norby actually helped Jacob Kin plot and execute the abduction of this 5-year-old girl. Surely her death was not part of her plan, but Jacob Kin had his own plan. This is why there was no moment of silence in this video.
Whoa. Okay. Well, there you go. Don't know what to say. Looks like, well, there you go. It is what it is. Looks like that's it for the show for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Much peace and love to you. Have a great night.